Hi, this is Jason.
And Jennifer.
And welcome back to 2015, the year I got the runs. So you might be wondering why we're here in bed. And the reason why is I figured out that before a run, I have a real difficult time falling asleep and staying asleep. And one day, Jennifer came to me with this podcast she found.
Yeah, I was just looking on my phone at different podcasts, and I thought, well, let me look to see if they have any sleep aids. And I came across this podcast called Sleep With Me. And the podcast is run by a person who calls himself Dearest Scooter. And he actually tells you a bedtime story. It got a lot of ratings, a lot of great ratings. And I thought, well, let's listen to these bedtime stories.
Yeah. And when she brought it to me, I was not sold on it at first. I mean, Scooter tells you this bedtime story, but he stutters and stammers. And his stories always kind of go off in these, these side directions. The thing is because of the way he does it, you can't ever focus on the story. And the great part about that is you have this story going on in the background that you can't fully grasp.
Right, but it takes your mind off of what you're thinking about. And if your mind's racing, if you're stressed out, thinking about work or family life, it gives you enough that you're listening to what he's saying, but it's boring enough that it bores you to sleep.
It sure does. It really does bore you to sleep. So why don't we take a listen and let you decide for yourself. Can you hit the lights?
All right.
Hey, you're up all night tossing, turning, mind racing, trouble getting to sleep, trouble falling asleep. Well, welcome. This is Sleep With Me, the podcast that's here to put you to sleep. We do it with a bedtime story. Tonight it's our serial story, Tales of Lady Witchbeard. But all you got to do is get in bed, turn out the lights, and press play. I'm going to do the rest. And what am I going to do? What's the rest for you newbies or you regulars? You say, well, here's my memorandum of proposal, whatever. I'm going to reach my hand via my voice. I'm going to send my voice across the deep, dark night to your ears. I'm going to use lulling, soothing tones, pointless meanders, and an unpatented system of boredom to create a safe place where you can set aside whatever's running through your brain. Yeah, I try to make these stories mildly entertaining, with a little bit extra exposition, a little bit extra talking, details that you'd say, well, geez, I didn't need to know the wallpaper, or whatever it is, and then you talked about the wallpaper for 6 or 7 minutes. But hearing you talk about wallpaper is not the worst thing in the world. A lot better than. Budgeting, 2 a.m, budgeting, combined with shaming for candy expenditures, which only equate to about 1/1000th of my budget. But for some, problem, that's the kind of budgeting debates that go on in your head for some people. But I'm going to try to take your mind off of that. And for at least this chunk, this is as safe a place as I can make it. I'm going to do my best to soothe, lull, and distract you. And I'll be here for the next 48 to 55 minutes, or I have no idea, about 51 minutes or so. Who knows? I don't have and I'll do my best to be silly. I'll do my best to be over. So I'll throw in some extra explanations for you, okay? And help you cross over the threshold to sleep. But if for some reason you can't sleep, I'll still be here talking. Yeah, this is pretty out of the normal sleep stuff, sleep technique stuff. Not a lot of goo, but not a lot of guru. Just the goo or the roo. But I'm not a guru. I'm either goo or roo. Or what did I say? My brain had a gobbledygook. You maybe in some down under, whatever you call me, a mash mouth. I don't know what you guys say. Mush mouth, mash mouth, smush mouth. I say I'm more of a smush mouth, I guess. or a phage, as I was called last week. The phage is here. So that's it, right? And, welcome back or come on back anytime. The air's just dull here. It's too late for a country time lemonade metaphor, but let's get you to sleep. What do you say?